Welcome to Sounds Heavenly. I'm here at Multicare in Leeds with Mark.
Hi, welcome.
And the beautiful machine in front of us on the desk is the iconic Beosound 9000. As you'll have seen from the video title, we said, do not try this at home. We're here to explain why this is not a DIY repair and what's so special about a service centre when it comes to actually getting this working again.
I think one of the main things that we would look at is the moving of the traverse deck.
Yeah.
Quite often what we see is if somebody's attempted a repair, moving this causes the back voltage into the transistors and it takes out the power supply board.
Right.
Quite often it can be a difficult repair.
Yeah.
So that is an absolute no. Don't move it. Well, it's even if you are going to do it, you need to disconnect the motor, stop this, and then you can move it about.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's quite, as well as sophisticated electronics in here, there's quite a complex mechanical movement system, isn't there, for the sledge?
There's obviously a number of safety features for when it's moving up and down with the finger detection.
Yeah.
Anybody puts fingers in, the sled will slow down, stop it hitting your fingers.
So this one is partially disassembled with the grille cover removed at the back, and already just at this level of dismantling you can see sort of a little bit of how complex this is. There's quite a lot in terms of separate modules here, isn't there?
Yeah, so we've got sort of the brains of the operation, the micro module, and we've got the power supply section which takes care of the motor. With coming back over here with another power supply section that takes care of the mains input, your radio section, and underneath there is your master link converter section. So that'll run for the power link outputs and for the master link control. Quite a complex part of the master link section. Then we've got sort of the lid operation mechanism. The motor that opens and closes, and this is supported at this side by spring-loaded, rather than putting the motor on both sides.
I didn't realise that. So the motor's at the first CD end, and then at CD6 end is literally just the
spring-loaded.
So I gather there was some issues with these early on with the double-sided tape that was used to hold the glass onto the...
That's it, yeah. So it's an epoxy resin that they use to bond it to the glass. I think what they found was glass and tape, not a very good mix. So yeah, they're actually bonded. We wouldn't bond if one came in that had failed with a hinge. We just wouldn't entertain that.
No.
It's too much of a safety concern, so we'd always replace the glass.
And in terms of replacement parts, I know the lasers for the Mark 1 version are now no longer in existence.
So it's becoming increasingly difficult to get hold of a lot of lasers these days. So Mark 1s are extremely rare. The 2 and 3, depending on which module's in there, we can still replace those quite easily. But in terms of, again, going with the Mark 1, with the brains of the operation, they are not available from Bang & Olufsen. And we would struggle to repair nowadays. There are chances, but it can be quite slim for the repairability on them. Similar with the master link section. Again, more often than not, the problem we've got is the circuit diagrams just not really available for these products. So it makes it increasingly difficult without trying to reverse engineer.
And then I suppose the obvious question people will have is, which version do I have of the 3 versions? And the simplest way I would always tell is underneath the keypad, which I'll show on the video in a moment, if you lift that out, there'll be a 4-digit type number.
I would, but you're going to ask me which type's which.
No, I'm not. I'm going to suggest that anyone who wants to know goes to the brilliant beoworld.org website, which is on screen here, and which incidentally Mark owns and manages. That's a happy coincidence.
Absolutely. And hopefully in the coming months, we'll have a new version coming out.
Right.
So we are replacing the old WordPress platform.
Yeah.
Brand new, ground up designed and built. So not only does it run faster, it can incorporate the old archive forums.
Excellent.
So the current forum and both archive forums will all be in place.
That's good, because I've spent many years typing answers to questions on there, and they're archived, so it'd be great if they're sort of back on.
So yeah,
full
we're up to
searchable
absolutely full search capability on
Yeah.
there as well. So it's looking quite good at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm just quite excited, and hopefully we'll have a good launch of it.
Yeah. And the really special thing I always think about that is if you join as a gold member, you get access to the prize draws, and the prizes actually are really good if you're a B&O fan.
Yeah, I mean, last year we gave away a Beosound stage
Yeah.
as the first prize, which is, you know, as we know, a stage is quite a nice product.
Yes.
I can't remember off the top of my head what they are this year, but I believe a Halo and a Core.
Excellent. So there's a really good value of high quality new B&O prizes.
All brand new products as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, factory fresh.
Yeah. So if you're a B&O fan and you're not a paid member of beoworld.org, then well, why not? Yeah, this is the place, not only for winning new B&O prizes, for chatting to people and finding answers to questions about B&O, but also you, as a paid member, you get access to service manuals,
all
product
this
information.
all the service manuals we have, product information, even down as connectivity between different products, master link brochures, all on there.
Excellent. Yeah. Obviously, as you know, with the title of this video, the caveat is with Beosound 9000, do not try this at home. But for simpler products, for repairs and adjustments, then yes, there's a bit more scope there to make your own system a bit nearer to factory condition.
I think one of the things that we do see with customers is if the door won't open and the CDs are stuck inside, you can lift it and open it, but it's not advised now.
No.
With the age of the product. There's inside the gearbox, there's a sort of plastic holder, and once you pull it out, it tends to become a bit more floppy.
Yeah.
So I would say it's an absolute do not. Just pull it open.
Yes. Yeah. There are some minor adjustments you can make on this yourself. You might be aware that it can be used in, I think, about 5 different orientations.
Yeah, here we've got desktop, vertical, horizontal.
Yeah.
There's also a desk stand that is halfway between.
Yeah, and then you can go vertical, vertical on a desk, I think, with the CD side up, which is the opposite way to if it's horizontal on the wall. And there are 2 little adjuster screws underneath, and the manuals that you get access to on beoworld.org explain how to adjust those and which position to set them in.
And whether you got it horizontal or vertical, you can change the position of this.
Oh yes, the Bang & Olufsen logo on the clamper.
So there we can change it to one way, change it the other way. And it's the same with the remote control or the control panel.
That's right. So that lifts out, it's held in magnetically under the hinged panel on the top, and you can just clip it out, turn it over and clip it back. And the LED display turns around
as well.
So it's a nice little feature. And my own personal suggestion when you're adjusting those 2 little screws underneath is don't try and lift it up. Lay it on a table. The CD number 1 end, which is the side where there's the hinged key panel, bring that to the edge of the table, bring it just over and put a mirror underneath. And that way, without having to lift and balance it, you can see where the adjuster screws are.
Also, don't pick it up at the sides. Put your thumb on the glass and press it down.
Oh, no.
The same as flipping it over and laying it on the glass. Don't do that.
And if you're going to hang it on the wall, get someone to help you. If you're hanging it vertically, I think 2 people can safely do it. If you're hanging it horizontally, you're going to need a team of experts. It's a nightmare. Just don't do it.
Hanging it's not the problem, it's the putting the cables in afterwards.
So if you're able to put a recess in the wall behind it, mark out first where the cables will be behind the unit, and allow for slack in the cables.
Absolutely, a good length.
Yeah, so that you can connect them up while it's safely on the desk and bring it to the wall and hook it on. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And that means less repairs and breakages, which is admittedly less work for your repair.
Yeah, actually, drop it. No, don't. Yeah, don't drop it. We can't get the parts to replace the aluminium and chassis.
Yeah. And in terms of the recently B&O have reissued this as the Beosystem 9000C.
Yes.
With a black and silver colour, almost the inverse of the original.
Absolutely.
But electronically, that is the same inside, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I believe they use the Mark II,
yes.
From what I understand. So, yeah, it's very much similar, if not the same.
Yeah. There's an extra little module added on the back called Beo Connect Encore, I believe, which connects via Master Link and gives access to the unit on the B&O app. But other than that, the unit itself is the same. Just at the time of filming, B&O have made a special version of this, all in black, as a collaboration with Fragment, the designer in Japan. So hopefully we'll have some pictures to show you on screen right now. But ultimately, I think if you were to ask any member of the public what's the one B&O product they recognise, it's this. This is the icon.
It is. This is one that was in the shop windows that everybody stopped to look at.
Yeah. And the good news as well, the reason my angle on this as the maker of cables for B&O is that you don't have to have B&O speakers and a full B&O setup to use and enjoy this. The one key item that I find is really popular is what I refer to as a speaker sense adapter. There's a quirk of Beosound 9000 that if you wanted to use it with your regular hi-fi amplifier, say Meridian, Leak, Quad, Macintosh, something like that, or an AV receiver like Denon or Yamaha, when you plug it in, I can help with cables for that, but by default, the system goes back to what it refers to as option 0, where it ignores the B&O remote control. It assumes that it's going to only be operated via its keypad. And you can get around that with this little speaker sense adapter, which plugs into one of the PowerLink sockets, convinces the unit it's got Beolab speakers connected, and it comes to life as normal.
Yeah.
Nice and simple, but then the best ideas in life often are. And you can enjoy this as a standalone display piece to play your CDs with absolutely any AV system.
Maybe a great to pair it with a Macintosh, which we also repair.
That's right, your service centres for Macintosh amps as well. And yeah, that's actually a really nice high performance pairing with which is stylistically incredible. Seeing the valves glowing alongside the B&O clamper moving. Yeah, it's two icons of hi-fi design together. So yeah, I'd encourage you, don't be put off from buying Beosound 9000 now, even 25 years after its launch. It's still a thing of beauty, and it's a completely functional, high-quality CD and radio. It has an auxiliary socket, so if you want to connect a turntable to it as well, absolutely, it's built with that in mind. It can't remotely control the Beogram turntable because it doesn't have data link capability, but you can work it from the remote control and then manually switch the turntable on. And yeah, check the type number before you buy. Now, am I right in saying Mark II and Mark III versions have a PIN code which can be assigned on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be turned off, but if it's got a PIN code, I think it's if you've unplugged it for more than 30 minutes or something like that, then it'll need a PIN code to be turned back on.
Yeah.
It's an anti-theft device.
Yes. So if you're buying one pre-owned that's not from a genuine B&O store, always ask for the PIN code and actually ask the seller to type that in and show you how it works.
Yeah.
If you don't have that PIN code, you may find that you struggle to get the unit working. You would have to go back to Bang & Olufsen. I certainly can't provide that PIN code for you.
We can, but we would request that we have the original invoice or the purchase invoice and proof serial number as well. Without that, we won't supply it.
No, that's fair comment, because as you say, it's an anti-theft feature.
Yeah.
So you would need to provide proof of of ownership.
Yeah.
And yeah, the original
I
invoice.
think not just an eBay invoice wouldn't suffice.
No, it's Bang & Olufsen's true icon piece, real statement piece. And I hope this video will encourage you to, if you don't already have one, to look at getting one. And if you have one, I hope it will encourage you not to try and repair it yourself, but to contact Mark,
Yep.
whose details are on screen now and in the video description. And that way you can ensure you keep your unit working for many years.
Yeah, if you can give it a good service, good clean, replace the belts, and
Yeah.
get it up and running. Yeah.
So thank you, Mark. And please check out beoworld.org, which is soon to come to a new lease of life in Mark's ownership.
Yeah, hopefully around a month's time. I keep looking at my watch, but
Yeah, great. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe if you want to see more B&O videos.
thank you.
See you in the next video.